Hey there guys, how you going? So I have this in a neat little pyramid, as you guys saw in the title card, but the wind's pretty bad today. So what we're going to do is have a look at the Woolworths Pots for Everyone promotion that they've got at the moment. So it's an absolutely awesome thing that they're doing, instead of the little plastic things that they usually do. So usually you spend $30 and they'll give you one of these little pots. So the concept's absolutely awesome. I don't actually like how they've outsourced it to Poland and used, I'll read exactly what it says on the bottom, assembled in Poland from imported components. So they could have done this Australian, for some reason they didn't. Probably cost is a factor, but it's not a good thing that they just decide to outsource something like this to Poland. They should have kept it Australian. So enough with that. Let's have a look at what you get in this little Woolies promotion. So first thing you see is this little wrapper. Take it off. You pop out this little tag, and it actually has what the plant is. So this one's parsley, so that's absolutely awesome. Love a bit of parsley in our food, so that works out well. So you get a little paper seeds, and you get your soil, compressed soil. So I've just opened up this little sleeve here, and it gives you instructions on what to do. So pretty much what you do is you get your little soil here, you hydrate it with some water. It says 50 mils, but what I'm going to do is actually get all of them at once, hydrate it all, and then what you do is you fill up your pot, leave a centimetre shy, you put in your seeds, and then you just cover up the top, and there you go. So you should have your seeds sprouting in 3 to 7 days, just depends on the conditions and the quality of seeds as well. I've actually put some in some pots not so long ago and they took a while to sprout. I've actually got 5 down and only 3 sprouted, so we'll see what happens with the other 2. They could have just been dodgy seeds, but let's see what happens. So my plan is I'm going to keep the seeds and the tags together. It does say what it is on the seed pack, so that's alright. So we're just going to grab all our little bits of compressed soil. Alrighty, now we've got all our soil together. We've got a little bit of water. Now I'm just going to do a little bit at a time, break up as what I can, and hopefully that should be enough. If I need to add more, I need to add more, that's all good. So just break up the biscuits, try and get it to soak up as much water as possible. Just add a little bit more at a time, and they're quite absorbent, so you'll go through a bit of water. And it's starting to form into soil, so that's pretty cool. Something like this is very gimmicky. Usually I just go to Bunnings, grab a whole pack of seeds and put them in the garden beds that you guys have seen before. But you know, I thought I'd try this out. You get them free when you spend $30, so you know, might as well. So now it's looking pretty good. Probably a little bit touch too moist, but that's alright. So next what we're going to do is get some of the soil off my hand. We're going to grab a couple of these pots. So first off we've got lettuce. So we'll put a little bit of this in here. Now I'd imagine this would just be starter pot, so you wouldn't want lettuce to grow too close together. So on this there's about half a dozen seeds or whatever it is. So you'd want to start them in these little pots and then transplant them to your garden, so that it's not overpopulated with plants. But anyways, so we've got that one all done. That's our lettuce. We're going to pop out our little lettuce tag, put it in there, press it down just a little bit, not too much, and then that'll go straight into the recycling. And there we go. So we got our basil, we got our lettuce. I'll get stuck into these, and you guys can check back when I've done a few more, because it'd be quite boring just watching me do this for a while. So I've just quickly sorted these all out now that they're all planted. So I'm seeing we've got 3 bok choys, 2 crests, 3 chives, 2 cabbages, and then just a whole bunch of individuals. No tomatoes this time. We've got 2 lots of tomatoes on our last one, but that's all planted up. They're all planted up now, guys, so it's a very handy kind of system that they've got for a promotion, but to be honest, I'd rather get a bigger pot, some more soil, chuck them straight into the ground, pretty much like our little garden bed. Talking about our garden bed, I might as well give you a little update. So the tomatoes haven't gone too crazy. Like, these are the little seedlings that I've put in. These are the plants that I bought, and these are actually the ones that I got out of the Woolworths promotion, so they're actually growing pretty well. They're quite large for the amount of time that I put them in. I think I put them in 2 weeks ago, and this is our dill over here. They're coming up nicely, so that's all right. These tomatoes are taking a lot longer. Like, these are cherry tomatoes here, and these are the Roma tomatoes. So whether they just haven't got enough sun or not enough rain, because we've had very little rain. I've been trying to water them as much as we can, but you know, there's only so much you can do. Pretty much rain has so much more nutrients in the water than just tap water, especially if it's treated with chlorine as well. Peas aren't looking the greatest. Might have to take off this little sunshade. Maybe it's not getting enough sun, as I said, although it's been quite hot here lately, so you don't want to absolutely bugger them. So down here we've got a little bit of parsley, and the oregano and the crest never actually sprouted, so that's interesting. Not too sure what happened there. So these are the little lettuces that we put in ages ago, and they've actually just picked up because of that rain that we just recently got, but nothing's really grown as well as it was last season. It's definitely been a little bit different this year for the garden. I'm actually a contractor gardener, doing mowing, hedging, all that stuff, and it's actually been a little bit slow, but just the plants aren't growing as they should do. We haven't had much rain this year. We're currently in a 8-month drought, but really it's been dry for a lot longer than that. We've just had a little bit of rain, so everything's starting to perk up a little bit here, but whether we get the continuous rain that we've got every other year, it looks like it's going to be a dry summer, but you know, we'll see what happens. These are the sunflowers that we planted not so long ago. My wife planted them, so they're actually starting to pick up now, and our corn's gone absolutely nuts. So this is the stuff that we originally planted. Some of it died, some of it got eaten by probably a possum, something like that. These are the ones that we've actually put seeds in, so they're actually starting to shoot up quite nicely. Now there are a few weeds. I'm hoping that's not nutgrass. Wouldn't surprise me, because I did get all the soil from a customer with nutgrass, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on it. I really don't want to spray it with the chemical, because I'd rather my garden bed to be chemical free, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So looking at the corn from here, that's going absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to get some fresh corn. I've chucked in some mint and some rosemary, and this is our rhubarb, which is actually looking really good. So what we'll do is we'll add another garden bed later on. We'll put all these seedlings once they all pop up. It'll actually be interesting to see how many pop up, because I got 3 out of 5 in the last batch, so we'll see how many pop up in this one. But yeah, we'll end up putting them all into a bigger garden bed, and we'll get some fresh herbs. And I think there was a couple of flowers. I'm not a massive fan of flowers, but you know, hopefully we get something out of them. If you've enjoyed this little update on our garden bed as well, it's going okay. Like, we haven't had the massive amount of rain that we usually have, so that would help it definitely. We've had a little bit more rain, and you know, we just had that little bit extra come through. I think we got 42 mils in one day, and then the other night we got about 10 mils. Nice big storm roll over, so that was quite nice. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Very much appreciated. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. I'll see you guys again soon.